everyone, this is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and today we are going to be working my budget for my October 15th paycheck. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I am a cash budgeter and stuffer here on YouTube, and I am working on paying off debt and building up an emergency and sinking funds. So if that's something that you are interested in and you haven't already, please consider subscribing below. Don't really have any announcements today. We're just going to get right into the budget. It is true that this check is not as good as it usually is, so I'm a little worried about what the budget's going to look like, but hopefully we can make it work. This is for October 15th. My paycheck was a little low this time. It came out to $1,980.75. First thing we're going to do is take out estimated taxes. So I always try to take out at least 20%, but because this paycheck is lower, I am a little worried that won't leave me with very much money. So I'm going to only take out about 15% this time. I'm going to take out $300. Then we have 1980. What was that? 1980.75 minus 300. And I think I'll leave the change as well because I don't want to transfer change. So that brings me down to $1,680. Plus I have rollover in my checking account of $123.98. We will add that back in. And that gives me a grand total of $1,803.98 for our budget. Well, I will link the video below. If you did not see my video from Wednesday, I went through what my bills actually are for the month and figured out what I need for each paycheck. Discovered that for the 15th paycheck, I really need about $1,200 and some change. I will have some left over, which is good. So I see that right now. Is it going to be what I want to have left over? Probably not, but at least I know kind of already looking at this that I'm going to be okay. I definitely was a little worried about it when I saw my paycheck. We have $1,803.90. The only big thing that comes out of here is the internet. We have to pay that. So I'm going to take that out. And that brings me down to $1,745.98, which would be nice if I didn't have all these other bills like credit card bills to wipe it away. So we have $1,745.98. Most important thing here is paying my car. That's $475. Takes me down to $1,270.98. Then we have this big credit card. It went up a little. I did say I ended up using this card again. It did go up just a few dollars. Now it's $207.75. That brings me down to $1,063.23. I was hoping to make a bigger payment with this paycheck, but then when I saw how low my paycheck was, that kind of put the squash on that, which is a bummer. But my next paycheck should be better. I would really like to throw extra money on this card. I guess it's just not going to be possible this paycheck, and at least I have what I need to pay it, I guess. Oh, I just did that twice. Let me clear that off. So I have 1270.98 minus the credit card bill of $207.75, $1,063.23. This credit card is $34. That brings me down to $1,029.23. This credit card is about $108. So that brings me down to $921.23. Then we have $75, $846.23, $76 on this card, $770.23. That's it for the credits. My Navient student loan is $50.61. I kind of said this in the last video as well, but I never called and I really need to, but I'm guessing I have to redo the application. And I just need to sit down and do it. But I'm just going to keep paying it for now until I get that taken care of. That'll bring me down to $719.62. All right, we only have 2 of these hospital bills left. I am going to be so stoked to get this extra $186 a month back. That's going to make a big difference. And as you see, the follow-up visit is gone. So that one is totally paid up. And that's already freeing some money, right? Because that one was, how much was that one? That hospital bill had been about 40, so like another 47. So I've got that 47 back. The 186 plus the 47, those two together, that gives me like an extra 220-ish a month to play with now. So that'll be great, but almost there. This month, November, will be the last time we see this on my budget. So I'm stoked to pay this. I was hoping I'd have enough money that I could just pay it all this month and be done with it, but that's just not going to be realistic, and I'm fine with that. Now we have 533.42. 30 for lessons is 503.42. Then I did buy some more face products I needed, so that's a 22.20. So that brings me down to 481.22, which is, lower than I like, but it is what it is. I like to leave 300 out for the miscellaneous in my account, but that's just not going to be possible because of how low it is. If I leave 250, that gives me over $200. Let me double check these numbers before we move on. I will be right back. I am back, so I am getting 481.22. So I guess that is all I have to work with. That feels kind of tight to me, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get over my discomfort and take out more in cash so I don't dip into my debit card as much, even though that does seem to happen every paycheck, but it's just, I'm going to leave $2.25 in the bank and the 22 cents. So that gives me $2.56 for cash plus that 30. That will bring us to a total of $286 for stuffing. I will write out on my envelopes and then be right back. I am back. We are stuffing $286. I'm gonna keep doing with my wallet what I've been doing as I continue to really focus on the emergency fund here. I found it's been helpful just to put money towards groceries, and then instead of putting stuff in specific categories, it's been nice just to have a chunk of money in miscellaneous, and that way I can pull from it for whatever I need. I will start with $125 for groceries. Let's see here. So we have 286 minus 125. That leaves me 161. So I'll skip personal, skip going out. Hobbies has that 30, which brings me down to 131. Car I'll skip. I'm going to say 50 in miscellaneous. Again, just so I have the cash because my account is so low. It'd be nice to just have extra cash in the wallet. So that leaves me with 81. I would like to keep at least 50 of that for my challenges. If that's possible, it might not be. Debt. I'm just going to throw 3 in for debt. The lowest I've done in debt in a long time. I'll do the same thing. I'll put 3 for bills just so they get something, since these really are high priority. Medical, I'm actually going to unstuff because my medicine is going to be due in a couple weeks and I don't know what I have in there. But I think I have about 30, which means I'm gonna need like another 70. So I'm gonna unstuff medical. I'm gonna throw in the emergency fund. I will do 10 this time since we're already down to like $75 left in our paycheck. That brings me, wait, what did I just do? Oh, I put minus 75. So 75 minus 10 brings me to 65. I will put a couple in for taxes just since this is a new envelope for me. I am also I can't remember what I have in my savings. I'm going to put it as unstuff. So basically I'm going to unstuff some of these general funds to help add to the cost for my medicine. So we'll just put unstuffed savings. And then all of these are just going to be no right now. I'm carrying over $63. I'm going to just completely skip my blue binder. And I'm going to write unstuff for secret stash and whoops. That's leaving me with 63 with challenges. So I'm thinking, because I won't do gifts, but since Christmas is coming up soon, I'm going to throw in 5. That'll bring me down to 58. I'm gonna put at least 2 in my car just to have something. That is 56. OT is no, house wants no. I'm gonna give travel its usual $1. That's 55, and family is my mom, and I'm trying to pay her back, so I'll throw in 5. So that gives me, whoops, a nice even $50 to put towards my emergency fund. So even with how low the paycheck was, I still got about, I'll take out 10%. Still gives me about $55 that I'm putting in the emergency fund, even with the low paycheck, because again, that is the priority. I think this is okay. I mean, now once we take that, we're down to 0. Well, this is a tight budget, and it always baffles me to see just how the difference of having like a $2,400 paycheck or a $2,300 paycheck can really make or break my budget for the time. But as I always say, the beautiful thing about budgeting a paycheck is it's only good for the paycheck, and when the next paycheck comes around, you get to start again with the new money. So I just kind of getting through that time period, and I think I'll be okay. I feel like I'm accounting for the possibility of some extra costs. I've got money to pull from my medicine, so I don't have to take out of this rollover that is in there, and just in case, because it always seems like something comes up every paycheck that I end up with an expense I didn't account for, or I run out of food money. That happens too, and I buy more food. So that is like a nice little miscellaneous buffer just in case, but I'm hoping this extra 50 will help, as well as pulling some funds. Now, the thing I do not have, again, is my denominations page, because I still haven't updated it after adding my new folders. And that means we are literally back to pieces of paper. Okay, I am back. Let's figure out what we need to take from the bank. We have $125 for groceries. I will do 2 50s, a 20, and a 5. Hobbies is getting 30. I will just do it. Oh yeah, that's right. 20 and a 30. Miscellaneous is getting a 50. I will do 2 20s and a 10. Debt is 3. Bills are 3. Emergency fund is getting a 10. Taxes are getting 2. And then we are on to Christmas, which is going to get a 5. Car is getting a 2. Travel gets a 1. Family gets a 5. And then the last one is challenges. It has 50, but again, I need to leave some ones for doing the 90-10 split. I think I'll do 2 20s, a 5, and then 5 1s, right? Because that's 40, 45, 50. All right, we are looking at 2 50s. Not this better not confuse me. 2, 4, 6 20s, 3 10s, 4 5s, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 ones. We are hoping that this is going to add up to $286. Let's see how that goes. 2 50s is 100, 6 20s is 120, 3 10s is 30, 4 5s is 20, and then 16 gives us 286. Beautiful. All right. And I have not looked ahead to my paycheck that's coming on the 1st, but I sincerely hope it's a little bit better than this one. Mostly because I did want to make an extra payment on that credit card. So this is where I'm feeling torn. When I started doing the snowball, I was seeing I was really starting to see the difference in the balances, but I stopped and focused on the emergency fund, which I still think is the best idea I had. But it does feel like I've taken a step back with my credit, and I guess I just have to, okay. So I will take this to the bank. We have our money. In the next video, we will stuff our wallet. We will Also unstuff these envelopes and hope they come out to about the $95 I need to pay my medicine. I could just throw that in the personal folder of my wallet and use that cash to pay for that, which I know is coming up in the next 2 weeks. Other than that, we are just going to keep trucking through the rest of the month. I hope that you guys are all doing well. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.